fourth fight on the card. There's 6 fights on this, but we got a welterweight matchup of a fight that was supposed to take place in August and then got rescheduled, and then both guys wound up fighting different opponents. We have Neil Magny, who is 24-8 and is the plus 165 underdog, going up against Geoff Neal, who is 13-3 and is the minus 190 favorite. What do you see in this matchup?
So I want you to bear with me on this comparison. This fight reminds me of the Hebos and Hill fight.
Okay.
You have Neil Magny, a 9-year UFC veteran whose resume features wins over Kelvin Gastelum, Hector Lombard, Johnny Hendricks, Carlos Condit, and most recently Robbie Lawler. Now he's facing another tough task with Geoff Neal. Since breaking into the UFC scene on Dana White's Contender Series, Geoff Neal has gone 6-1 with wins over Mike Perry, Nico Price, and Bilal Muhammad. Now, I said this reminds me of the Hill and the Hebus fight, remember? Because Magny is a streaky fighter who's kind of becoming this gatekeeper kind of role, even though he shouldn't, because Magny's an exciting, constant top 10 performer. But he'll amass these several wins, right? And then look like he's going to make that next step and take a turn to the title contender. And then he drops 1 or 2 and falls back to the bottom of the top 10. With this fight, I expect it to stay standing. I think Magny is going to try to capitalize and keep the pace and point fight, hoping to tire Neal out, and then try to use that 4-inch reach advantage and 4-inch height advantage, and 5-inch reach advantage to keep Neal at bay. But Neal throws a lot of punches per round. I think it's like 6.1 per minute. He throws some of the highest volume of striking, and he's a knockout artist. He's got the nickname Hands of Steel for a reason. I don't think Magny is going to shoot for takedowns, given Neal's 93% takedown defense. But I could see Geoff Neal shooting for at least 1 takedown to try and notch his 3rd submission victory just because he can. With that, I do see Geoff Neal winning by submission. But not winning by submission. I see him winning by decision. I think this goes all 3 rounds, and I think it's going to be a unanimous decision on Neal's part. You're on mute.
We got Neil Magny, who lost to San Diego Ponzinibbio. Then he beat Yingling Li. He beat Anthony Rakumar and then beat Robbie Lawler before he lost to, of course, Michael Chiaz a couple months ago. And then you got Geoff Neal, who beat Frank Camacho, Bilal Muhammad. He beat Nico Price and then Mike Perry before losing to Stephen Thompson. You got Neil Magny fighting out of Illinois, and then you got Neal fighting out of Texas. 33 years to 30 years of Neal. They both have weigh 171 pounds. 6'3" for Magny height to 5'11" of Neal. So Magny's got that weight, that height advantage that he's going to use. Then you got the 80-inch reach advantage to 75. So once again, you got the height and reach advantage that are benefit on Neil Magny's side by a lot. He's fighting out Team Elevation Fight Team, and then we got another Fortis MMA gym member in Geoff Neal. I feel like this is going to be prototypical striker against, in my opinion, striker against grappler, because I do feel like Magny's going to try and grapple, because he'll start out feeling him out by range, and like using kicks and punching. You got Magny who likes to use the kicks with that reach. I feel like he's going to be grappling happy. He's going to want to try and submit Geoff Neal, and I feel like what Geoff Neal's doing is like he's going to have more of the pace on his side. Like he knows what he needs to do. Like his competition that he's fought has been far superior over Neil Magny's. Like even with the loss, he fought Stephen Thompson, who is in the top 5. He floats around that 5 to 8 range all the time, and then he'll get a win and then he'll lose. But he knows what his style is and he sticks to it. I feel like Magny tries to stand up and trade, and then he winds up losing half the time. because he doesn't stick to that grappling.
Yeah.
That's kind of what happened in the Chiesa fight. Like he tried to stand up, knowing that Chiesa is more of a wrestler, and then he got beat. Whereas he kind of should have countered the wrestling of Chiesa and tried to grapple Chiesa and then lock him in like a choke or whatever. Because there are several holes in that fight where he could have caught Chiesa with the submission, and he just didn't do it. And I feel like that is going to benefit Neal. I feel like Neal's going to go in. He's going to get under Magny, and he's going to catch him with a nice right hook. And I feel like that chin of Magny is so-and-so. It's not the best chin. Like he won't get knocked out like glass chin-wise, but he'll get rocked by it. And I feel like this is the prototypical like first round knockout fight that I feel like. I feel like Geoff Neal's going to come in, and he's going to warrant the minus 190 status. And he's going to come in and knock out Magny with a nice right hook, just ducking in under Magny and catching him, slipping, because Magny's going to come in, try and grapple. And then, as you said before, it's damn near impossible to take down Neal. He's only been taken down once in his UFC career by some no name early on. So I don't think it's going to work. And then Neal's going to win by first round knockout.
Yeah, I mean, Geoff Neal is kind of undersized for the division.
Yeah.
But what he lacks in height, he adds in muscle. The dude looks like he's made of steel. With Magny, I don't see him trying to. Well, he could shoot for these takedowns and try to be the next one to take him down. Like that's a challenge. But with Magny, sometimes when he's counted out the most, he surprises everybody. He's been in this fight game. He's been in the UFC for 9 years. Usually we don't see a lot of that, right? We don't. I don't remember him challenging for a title in forever. So when that happens, they usually don't re-sign. They go to Bellator, they go to ONE or PFL, and they try to. Well, it would have been World Series of Fighting, but they go to these other promotions and try to win a championship. Neal Magny stays there because he knows he's world class. He knows that he's fought. You said far more superior on Geoff Neal's part, maybe recently between their last two, but Chiesa's no slouch. He's been on a tear since moving up to division, world-class ground game as well. But look at the resume for Neal Magny, man. He's fought everybody. Big wins over Kelvin Gastelum, Robbie Lawler, who's still a stud. So this could be a pick'em fight, but I'm still riding with Geoff Neal. I don't want to disrespect Neal Magny. He's a hell of a fighter.
Oh no, I'm definitely not disrespecting him, but I feel like Geoff Neal is just like he has lost when he got to that top 5 matchup, but I feel like he's further ahead right now than Neal Magny is, because I feel like he fought Chiesa, Magny fought and lost to Chiesa, but Chiesa's ranked number 6 right now, whereas Stephen Thompson's ranked number 5, so they both fought like a top 5 guy. And I feel like I value the loss to Stephen Thompson over the loss to Chiesa because of the style fighter, which is going to help Neal more in the long run than the loss to Chiesa will for Magny.
Yeah, I mean Thompson goes the distance 90% of his fights. He's a point fighter for sure. And the thing that Magny or Geoff Neal has over Magny is that even though Magny was on The Ultimate Fighter many moons ago, Geoff Neal is the Dana White's Contender Series guy, and Dana White likes to capitalize on those guys and push that show. And if you can have him, that's why Geoff Neal has been like skyrocketed into the top 5, like you said, getting these matchups because he's a homegrown guy from Dana White's. I discovered him. This is the whole thing. So I agree with you. I don't know where I was going with that.